Live your life within the moment. And don't go wait until the morning. You never know when it is over. All that I know is we'll get older. So let us dance this night away. Our bodies move to the groove and the light that flickers. We get lost in the crowd, it's getting thicker. But get away from the drinks and chatter. Haven't said a word, but it doesn't matter. Feel the air dancing, standing in a blurry green. No one else can see us. Live your life within the moment. And don't go wait until the morning. You never know when it is over. All that I know is we'll get older. So let us dance this night away.
You're watching JJDrones on YouTube.
Hi, I'm Karl Marx. You're watching JJDrones on YouTube.
I'm Karl Marx and I approve this message.
Now my wheels in motion and my windows open with the wind blowing in my hair. I'm driving down the highway, gonna do this my way. I can feel it in the air. Here I go.
Live from the Volvo 780 studios in anywhere USA. This is JJDrones Live. And now, here's JJDrones.
And it's JJDrones Live. Welcome to the train wreck, coming to you live from Salina, Utah. Thank you so much for coming in today. We have got a whole bunch of people in the chat already. We've got Cheesehead Media. We've got my dad, Dave Johnson. We've got Stormy Sky Rail Productions. We have got Kathy from 906 Quilting Services. We've got Christian from Mainlight Drones. Christian, you screw me up all the time because you were a Mainlight Photo Drone at one point in time. It screws me up all the time. So I apologize for that. If you would like to have one of your videos featured on my website, you can email me, Jason at JJDrones360.com. And for everything JJ Drones related, go to JJDrones360.com. And if you would like to help financially support the program, just do what you already do. Go to Amazon and do your shopping there. You go to JJDrones360.com/Amazon1 and use the links there, and you're going to be able to get your items and still financially support the program. And if you would like to submit your video for Blinker Fluid of the Week, you can email Dan, droningveteran@gmail.com. And for Haley's Coasters, $10 each, paypal.me/JJDrones. People have gotten their coasters in the mail today, and they've been extremely grateful for grabbing those. So thank you, everybody, for coming into the show today. And Christian said that was like a year ago. Well, that's where I live. I live about a year ago. I apologize for that, brother. I really do. So we have got a few things to talk about today, and the thumbnail is not clickbait. We're going to talk about my adventure in the emergency room here in a little bit, but we're going to bring in our co-host of the show. First of all, we have got Dan, the droning veteran, who has got his blinker fluid Skittles flavored this week.
Very tasty.
That's right. And we've got G Money in the house, the big house.
Cool. They let you out, did they? Or
Real big party. We're coming to you from the popo.
You look good in stripes, though. You know, some people say it makes them look fat, but it makes you look thinner. It really does.
I love Dan Aykroyd in stripes, and that was really. What was that one little thing they had? Boom, shakalaka, boom, or something like that. It was
something like that. So this week's Blinker Fluid of the Week awards, and there is our official Blinker Fluid of the Week, is going to be Skittles flavored in support of Pride Month.
Tasty.
So Skittles
Tastes like the rainbow. And it's a good Blinker Food of the Week. It's a quarterfinals.
It is the
all I gotta
quarterfinals.
go is all I gotta do for that is go back to see Bubba back into my cell 1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, and be proud of that.
I'm proud of that. You got a bunk with a named Bubba? Come on.
And
Please, I'm sorry. I was trying to help you out. I thought you lost some wisdom this week.
yes, I
I'm gonna
did.
visit.
I lost a lot of wisdom this week. So
It's a
we
little
have
less wise.
that's
Catching
right.
up to me. He's catching up to me.
Unfortunately, I have less wisdom, but we do have somebody with a little bit more wisdom than I do. Our special sponsor that sponsors this great segment every week. It's Sadie, the Sleeping Spaniel. Sadie, take it away, because this train wreck is right off the tracks.
Hey everybody, it's Sadie the Sleeping Spaniel again, and today we're going to be watching some very super special Blinker Fluid of the Week awards, so I really hope that you enjoy it. I am so happy to be the only sponsor of this show. Unfortunately, there's nobody else that even wants to do that, so you're welcome, JJDrones. Enjoy the video.
And it's Blinker Fluid of the Week. Okay, I just need to do a couple of shout outs here. We got Lane. Sorry, Lane, if you were here earlier, and I know that you were, I skipped you. So thank you for coming in. He wants to know, G Money, what did you do?
Well, in all honesty, like, I went down to the Dollar Tree, I paid him $1, I walked out, I found out it was $1.33. Next thing I know, I'm in handcuffs. It's not the Dollar Tree anymore.
It is not the Dollar Tree anymore. No. And the Man's Man showed up, so thank you for coming in, Man's Man. And Shade Tree America, Chris came in. Thank you so much for coming in. How you doing, brother? Thank you so much for coming in. Appreciate you being here. And Cheesehead Media reminded us that it is National Dairy Month. Yes, inmate number, yes.
63128.
Yes.
I want to blow some kisses to my BFF, Shade Tree America. Carry on.
Oh, okay. Yes.
He was
Yes.
my cellie back in San Quentin. But
Oh, was he?
yeah, pretty nice guy.
You have to be in San Quentin.
That's right. So
They only host the nicest of the nicest.
they do. So we've got our Blinker Fluid of the Week's quarterfinals. So this one's going to be a little bit longer. And so we're not going to have the poll in the chat today. We're going to
No
do
poll.
hashtags. We're going to do hashtags. So you're going to do hashtag whatever number you want it to be. So, and there's 1 through 12, right, Dan?
1 through 12.
Okay, so we got 1
There's
through
a lot.
12. And we're going to start it off because it's very important. We do have our first votes in. And as soon as we get through the videos, I'm going to tell you what the classroom visit came up with
Oh,
for
I can't
our
wait to
Blinker
hear
Fluid of the
this.
Week Awards. And it may surprise you. I know it surprised me, and it probably surprised Dan. Okay, so here we go with number 1. If you recall this one, we've got somebody coming in from the on-ramp that probably should have came over a little bit earlier.
Just a little bit.
Just a hair bit. And then this one's always a favorite.
Oh, what stop sign?
No, you don't need any stop signs.
You get a line cut. That's a line cut and stop sign.
Number 3. The best thing to do when you're going to take an exit is to cut off a trucker and take the exit.
Yeah.
And number 4, we've got the semi making that right-hand turn.
What is that? Is that a pedestrian?
Yeah, that's a pedestrian. It's a kid on a, yeah. And this submission was from Brian, Cheesehead Media. People going through the red light. Let's go back to that one a little bit because that one kind of cuts off a little bit quick. This one here, now the light is green for Brian to go, and that gray car just goes through.
That gray car has a red light.
Right.
Not mistaken. I could be wrong.
You could be wrong. And now number 6. Remember, folks, we're going to be doing hashtags, so vote for your favorite. Hashtag 1 through 12. This person is very spatial aware.
I can fit there. Yeah.
Yeah, not recommended. Number 7. If you remember this one, this person was sitting there in the median and then decided that, oh, I'm going to go ahead and take this exit now in front of this large vehicle.
Not on my watch. Nope.
No. He probably should have, I don't know, made a better decision on that one.
Yeah, taking the right exit.
Right.
Passive.
And this one here, again, from Brian at Cheesehead Media. This person was driving super slow, and then the light turns yellow, and now it's red. Boom. They did tap their brakes, though.
Well, that was nice of them.
They did. Yeah, it was nice of them. Okay, number 9. We're just going to we're just going to cut through traffic at a red
4
light.
lanes.
Yep.
It was pink.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, this one's my favorite. I'm not going to lie. If I was going to vote, I was going to vote number 10. Because we got 1, 2, 3, 4 cars going through the red light. And number 11, this car wants to ride the center.
Yeah, I think he took the corner a little too slow. I mean fast.
Yes. This one here, actually, no, I take that back. This one's my favorite. Number 12 is my favorite. This is the what is that, a Malibu with the broken taillight that doesn't know how to use the left turn lanes and then needed the right turn lane anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, you take the right turn lane into the left one, and then you go to the right.
That's all you need.
It's a right, left, right.
Right. So that is our our blinker fluid of the week quarterfinals. And
Uh,
Christian says, I'm never going to be able to choose just one.
yeah, it's a tough one.
It is.
1, 2, 3.
Welcome back, Gary. And
Yeah, we missed you. What happened?
man's man, the problem being, I do not hear you.
You know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I can barely hear you.
I can hear you, but it's like super faint in the background. We've got a vote for number 7 and for number 4 so far.
2.
Number 2.
9.
Now I have an echo. Yes, G Money.
Do I look kind of like a Green Beret, but in prison? Because I just noticed, like, I might look like a Green Beret.
A little
in
bit.
the penitentiary.
A little bit. We're gonna get man's audio fixed here
1, 2,
in a
3,
minute.
4, 5.
Okay, so
Better?
yes, I can hear you much better now.
There you go. All right.
Hey, Ted, thank you so much for coming in. Appreciate you being here. Christian says every time I decided on one, a worse one came up.
What's up, Ted? Hey, you
Should-
like my shirt?
Yeah. So Dan, should I tell everybody what the class picked?
Well, let's wait. Let's wait.
Okay.
Let's see who.
Last.
Yeah, I did a classroom visit when I was home, and I showed them the quarterfinal video, and they all chose one specific video, and you may be surprised. So we're gonna hold that off towards later on in the program, but we're gonna talk about my experience this week at the emergency room, which was all sorts of fun.
What? You have fun in the emergency room?
Well, let's see here. Dan G
I've been
Money.
going to the wrong ones.
Well, yeah, Dan G Money and Man's Man. Going to the emergency room. Would you classify that as a fun experience, or something that you'd rather have your eyes just gouged out with a spoon?
Kind of depends on why you're there.
Gary.
Good.
You kind of have me worried now. There's going to be a lot of school kids watching this, or can I speak freely, or how?
No,
how
you
should
can speak freely. The school
Are you
kids
sure?
watched. Yes, the
Yeah.
school kids watched the video when I was home. They're not watching today,
All right,
except
well,
for
every
except for
time-
maybe Lane.
Because I know I got in trouble for speaking some words and got some kids all riled up, and things were kind of crazy last time I was on here.
Yeah, well, that was a completely different scenario.
Rocking the boat.
That's all right. President Biden has pardoned you. You're okay, bro.
Oh,
Just roll with it, you know.
I don't think he would bite. I don't think
But-
he would.
So
I'll check it out.
my
Yeah.
biggest
Or-
fear
Ted.
is when Dr. Jelly's finger tells you to bend over in the call. That just
Yeah,
worries
that's
me,
not
man.
that's not fun.
Right?
No.
Exactly.
And Dan, what is that your experience as well?
Yes. Yeah. I've never had a pleasant experience at the ER.
Before we go forward, Ted says, I like that shirt, Dan. Look at my post on Facebook. I'm wearing the same one. And he also says, thank you for your sponsor package this month. So that is a message from Ted to Dan. Okay, so I went home this week, and I was able to go and do a classroom visit and teaching kids about how to drive safely around trucks. I was able to show them the Blinker Fluid of the Week video. I was able to show them how to safely drive around roundabouts. And then Haley and I went out to dinner a couple times while I was home. And then the night before I was supposed to go to work, I must have cracked a wisdom tooth and I had the most extreme pain that I've ever had in my life. Has anybody here on the panel cracked a wisdom tooth?
Not a wisdom, but a tooth, and holy
Painful.
yeah.
Yeah, it was bad.
That's like the worst pain ever. No, like,
Right.
I, I can tell you, I've had 3 impacted teeth. I've never cracked one of the impacted teeth, but when you crack a tooth and that air hits that internal nerve, woo, it makes you want to gouge your eyes out. It'll hurt.
Right.
I'm telling you. I had less pain with the impacted teeth being extracted with a jackhammer than I ever had with a broken tooth being exposed to a nerve. That'll hurt you. That'll bring your grown man to his knees. I'm telling you.
Well, Christian said
Even
he only
you,
had them
JJ.
removed. And Ted says that I know a tooth hurts and that sucks, but I'm going through a little discomfort tonight himself. And I know what discomfort he's having. He's more than welcome to share that, but I'm not going to share that publicly for him. So I went and I called basically the only dentist that had an emergency number listed. And I say emergency number in quotes because that emergency number is for people that he already sees as a patient. So this was, I'm not going to name the dentist, but I called that emergency number. He actually did call me back. He did give me an idea on what to do as far as going to urgent care, but by the time that I talked to him, urgent care was pretty much already closed, so I wasn't going to be able to go there. So I talked to another dentist in town, Dr. John Fernetti's office. They got with me right away. They said they gave me ideas to try and dull the pain, but it didn't hurt. Or I mean, it didn't help at all. Everything that I tried did not help. The only thing that would help would be drinking water throughout, I don't know, every minute. Every 30 seconds to a minute, I would have to drink water, and I'd have to swish it around in my mouth. And it got to the point, and I'm not trying to be too graphic here, folks, but I got to the point where I was drinking so much water that every time I drank water, I had to throw it up because I was just so full of water. So after that, I had to just start spitting it out.
Was that you?
Yeah, that was me.
That was you that was crossing the street.
Yeah, that was me.
Oh, dang it.
Let's hear. Chris says, did you try whiskey? I heard that works well. I did not try whiskey. No, I didn't try any alcohol. Ted says, put it this way, I can go to the bathroom through an eye of a needle and I will be getting a colonoscopy tomorrow, so you know the deal. Yes, Gary. Yes, G-Money.
I would like to answer Shade Tree America. I don't think it's very politically correct or transportation authority for truck drivers to be drinking whiskey. So ponder that. I'll let you.
I appreciate that, G-Money, and that was a contributing factor. But the other contributing factor is that I just don't drink. It's very rarely when I do, and when I do, it's not anything hard. So, but anyways, so I tried that for a while. It wasn't working. It wasn't working. So I did end up going to the emergency room at I think it was like 10:30 at night. And at 10:30, as I was walking in the door, 2 ambulances pulled into our small little town hospital. So when I went up to the window, the nurse at the window said, it's going to be a while. We just had 2 ambulances bring people in, so you're going to have to wait until these people get seen. So I did go and sit in a chair, and then there was another gentleman already in there before I got there, and he was having tooth problems as well. Because he came up to me, he's like, what's your problem? I said, I've got like a cracked wisdom tooth. And he's like, oh, I've got bad tooth pain too. So we were both sitting there in the waiting room, just, miserable together. And I think at one point my body, because when I was sitting on the couch at home and I was trying to swish the water around in my mouth, I was actually falling asleep with the water in my mouth, and I would wake up choking on the water. And at that point, I was like, I have to go to the emergency room. Yes, G Money.
When you were conversating with the other gentleman who had the other tooth pain, were you both drooling, looking like babbling idiots?
Yes, yes. Man's man, you have a question.
I was
Oh, okay.
I was talking.
You were vulcaning.
I have a very weak signal, and I don't know if you're seeing me that well, but you guys are breaking up.
Oh,
We're
okay.
hearing you. And right now you
We're-
look like this.
We're here. We're definitely hearing you.
We
Kinda wanna-
need the tin. Where's the tinfoil at?
All I
Yes.
do is
Do they
see-
confiscate
There we
it
go.
from you?
Now you're back. Chris Wedgeworth says, I have some needle nose channel lock pliers. That would have probably came in handy. Maybe.
Yeah, where were you 2 days ago, Chris? Come on.
Right?
So I finally made it into the emergency room after I had finally passed out. My body just gave up, and I was sitting there. I had an ice pack that Haley gave me in a towel, and I was sitting there like this when the nurse came out. And I had the ice pack just around like my entire bottom part of my mouth. And drool coming out from both sides of my mouth, like Gary said. And she pulls me into the back, and the first thing that I ask her for is a blanket and something for the pain, because I couldn't stand the frickin' pain. So she gave me a shot in my rear end, and gave me some antibiotics.
Isn't
and
that
told
the
me
that's the opposite end. Why would you do that?
I have no idea. I'm not a nurse.
At least go like right
Was
here.
it the peanut butter, the penicillin shot, the peanut butter shot?
It could be, as far as I know. But
you know,
I feel you.
hold on, bend over. Let me take care of your mouth.
right.
Mm-hmm.
So they give me the shot, and they give me the antibiotics, and they tell me to lay down on the bed and just try and get some rest, because they have to have me sit there and wait for them to make sure there's no sort of reaction to the pain medication that they put in me, which I have no idea what it is. And Chris, I did try 2 forms of Oragel before I even did anything. So I had 2 forms of Oragel. I tried Tylenol, I tried ibuprofen, and water was the only thing that would help. Yes, G Money.
Now,
Yes, G Money.
Hold on, let me see if he's alive. I'm poking him. I think he's dead.
I think so.
You're
Poking me.
Yep.
Quit poking me. Wrong one. Wrong pokes. There you go.
There we go.
There you go.
I'll put him on that side for now.
Oh, he's frozen. Oh, dude, nothing helps. I got lucky. I was in Sacramento, and it wasn't a wisdom, because I had all my wisdom taken out like a long time ago. So I think that's why I am the way I am, because wisdom's been gone for a while. But no, it's like the tooth down here. Just all of a sudden, I'm like, one night I was like, why does it feel like my teeth is spongy? It was weird. And then luckily I made it through like the next morning. That's when it started kicking in, and I found the doctor that was available, and it was just like, give me a shot. numb. Dude, nothing helps. When that splits, you're done. Like, there's nothing that fixes that. Oral gel, you can't get it in because it's like it's the nerve. You're done. You might have knocked out if somebody hit you over the head or something.
Cheesehead Media said, I'm only scared of the doctor with the world's longest finger when he has a hand on each shoulder. That's scary. G Money, you had a question before you had to go away.
I did, and I'm not going to lie, I totally forgot it.
Okay.
I will pass the question on to. I'll pass the question
You're
on
having
to
a
the
brain
man.
freeze. Quit having brain freezes. Duh.
Right.
I have a very weak signal down here. I think my comment, I think it was not a question, I think it was a comment. Something, I think with this weak signal I have, it has something to do with aluminum foil some type of active radiation type thing. There you go. It could be.
He's
the antenna.
upgraded to antennas from aluminum foil.
Yes. But anyways, too, on a serious note, not serious, but you know, the butt shot, you know, in the military we get that too in basic training,
Okay.
and so you march single file into this room, you know, around this big old table, and then they say face table. You're like, okay, face table, drop drawers. What? Okay, so you drop drawers. So you drop drawers with, you know, a bunch of men, you know, 75, whatever there was in there. There was a bunch.
Right.
Anyways, and so you hear this, oh, oh, and you're sitting there waiting, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, that was getting close. Oh no! Yes. Oh, next! And then you, oh. So, I feel you.
So,
Yes, G Money.
I have a question for the droning veteran. In your approximation, sir, with your infinite wisdom that Jason no longer possesses, I'm just kind of curious. What, if you had to estimate, how many drones and moans the crew hear in like a 60-second interval?
What?
I mean, drones and bones?
You may have to repeat that. You kind of broke up.
It froze up, so I lost you. I heard drones and bones.
Did we lose him again?
I think we did.
G Money, please repeat the question.
Yeah, it looks like he's frozen.
There he is. I see him.
I'll take 100.
There we go. Are you back?
G. Blink
G.
if you're safe.
One blink. No. Two blinks. Yes.
Oh. Yeah, he's wow.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
His antenna's busted, man.
Yep. So, Cheesehead Media says you don't throw up, you reverse swallow. And welcome, Steve. Appreciate you coming into the program today. And then let's see here. Keith Doc Reed, thank you so much for coming in. We're talking about my experience over at the emergency room with the because of a wisdom tooth that I had extracted. G Money, could you repeat the question to the droning veteran, because he didn't get all of it?
I'm sorry. It's I'm sorry. It's the
Yeah, you should
Chinese
hold your
balloon
hands up.
above.
Move your hands around. You'll get better signal.
Yeah, that is true, Lane. You don't get the best signal in prison.
So, but I would like to try and be serious for a moment before I lose the signal again. All right,
Yes.
so I was asking the drone.
Oh.
Here we go again. I have a very weak signal on my end. I apologize. But so I was asking the droning veteran, when he was brought into that room where all these, grown-ass men had to bend over and cough or whatever he said, and I was asking how many groans and moans would he anticipate, like, recruits would have to hear in a 60-second interval.
So how many groans and moans would you anticipate that a recruit would have to hear within a 60-second interval?
Too many to count.
Too many to count is the official number.
Yeah, because they like started in a pair and it was like.
Is it too late to, like, are you like, can you just be AWOL at that point?
No, not really. I mean, you could, but we had a few. When I was in basic, there was a couple people that went AWOL. It didn't end well for them, so I wouldn't recommend it.
And I think I said hi to Chris Wedgeworth earlier, but if I didn't, I apologize. Welcome, Chris, to the program. Yes, Gary. Oh, and he's gone. And
he booted his hands in the wrong position.
Right. So I'm gonna try and get through the story because we got some other things to attend to. So I just want to do a huge shout out to John Fernetti's office there in Iron Mountain, Michigan. John Fernetti's office got me in a little bit before 1:30 because they had a cancellation. I got to see Dr. Dan, and he came in, told me I'll be able to fix you up, and he was able to pull that tooth out without much of an issue, get rid of all the nerves, and basically I've been almost pain-free. I do get some pain in the mouth here and there, but nothing like I was feeling before. It's something that's extremely manageable, and I believe with the antibiotics, I'm sorry, I'm still having a hard time talking. With the antibiotics and the Tylenol, I'm able to manage the pain a lot easier than it was before, and I do have a follow-up appointment with the dentist to get a roadmap on what I can do to go forward, because I haven't seen a dentist since I was like 18. So,
Oh, snap.
hey Charles, thank you so much for coming in. Appreciate you being here, brother. And Chris says that's where the needle nose pliers comes in. Dan, do we have an official tally on where we're at right now with so far with the votes?
Well, if we can get Man's Man and G Money to vote, just because I have your vote, I have my vote, and we
I was
have
so distracted. I'd have to, let's see here. Let me go backwards here.
Steve, the only thing that happened was I had a wisdom tooth that cracked, and because of all of the pain, I had to go to the ER. They took care of me overnight, and I stayed there from like 10:30 till like 5 o'clock in the morning. And then after 5 o'clock in the morning, I went home, went to bed, and then made it to the dentist's office, and they fixed me up so that I could be at work later that afternoon to go to Southern California for a 4-droplet load down there.
because you're so dedicated.
I'm dedicated to something. And my trainee. Now let's talk about my trainee for a minute. His name is Ryan, and we've actually been working together for a few weeks now. And Ryan was actually on our Blinker Flu of the Week, or not our Blinker Flu of the Week, but on our. No, you can keep reading, Ryan. I'm just going to do the video that you did last. So I'm going to show you a little clip from our
He's a
JJ
seaman,
Drones After Dark
but we won't
episodes.
hold that against him.
I need to get a second microphone. That's all there is to it, because if I had a second microphone, I'd be able to do this one without a problem. Now, the only problem is that I'm going to have to do it off of the website, JJDrones360.com, which is the place that everybody wants to go these days, because it is just full of fantastic information. But
And
here,
JJ Drones After Dark.
that's right, JJ Drones After Dark, only seen on JJDrones360.com. So we are going to share this screen where we actually had Ryan on the program, and here's how that went. When I can get it up to where he was on the program.
I think you passed it.
Oh, yeah, I probably did. Oh, yeah, that's right there. Here we go. So this is when Ryan was on the program for JJ Drones After Dark. And let me turn up the volume.
Yeah, so to speak, yeah. Thanks.
Jason and I already talked about that. It's going to be a C-section. It's going to be twins. Twin Ryan.
Oh, don't say that. I don't know.
Are you going to be
Yeah,
able
we-
to fit through that little C-section door?
Oh,
Funny.
well, the nice thing about C-section, to make it as big as you need.
Oh, snap.
We got plenty of time to.
And I'm sure he's told you he gets his new truck after that too. So
Oh, his new rig?
Well,
yeah, he's
'cause
getting.
He didn't want to get the new ones before, you know. You don't want Ryan to break the new one.
Yeah. Do you get like, do they top you like chicken or anything while you're out on the road or anything like that?
No, I don't know if they. I wouldn't say comp it, but I know we do have chicken giveaways from Breakbush occasionally. I know we got a couple boxes waiting for us at home. Although I hope it's not the spicy kind, because I talked to my wife earlier tonight, and apparently they had some of the spicy stuff, and she doesn't do spicy.
I don't do spicy either, buddy.
I don't do it as much as I used to.
Spicy bad.
Used
That's
to.
the funny thing about getting old.
Yeah. I like the spicy. It doesn't like me as much anymore.
I was pretty good until I was about 26 years old, and it was like overnight. It's like, no, G-Money, you can't do that no more.
Let's
I hate
go.
when that
Let's
happens
go a
overnight.
little bit forward here. Right here. This is where it all fell apart because of the inside joke.
Chase, do you like cashews?
But
Well, they're not bad. I mean,
should ask them, do you like nuts?
I feel like there's an
Yeah.
inside joke coming here somewhere, though.
Salty. Only the salty ones. Oh,
Safety would have an
Somewhere,
issue with that, tell you what.
I would talk to
only if
your
they're
trainer.
salty.
I would
I,
talk to your
You
trainer.
just asked me if I like nuts. So,
It's better than asking you to talk teabag.
So Ryan kind of fits in with the crew here, and I was gonna do some videoing with him today, driving over Vale and Eisenhower, but I didn't get a chance to today because number one, it was raining, and I didn't want to put any sort of safety at risk doing that. So the next time that we do something like that, I'm definitely going to film it. But as of today, we didn't do that. I'm probably going to do some filming tomorrow because I do need to get some training videos done with him. Fallen Arkansas, or Charles over at Fallen Arkansas Veterans says ER here won't do anything for teeth, no meds unless you have a driver. I'm glad that they didn't do that. Steve says I got my drone back, but they kept my SD card, 256 U3 card. Yeah, I would get with DJI because that really stinks. Let's see here.
Good luck with that one, chasing those little cards.
Right. He says that I called about it. They said they would send it back, but it's been almost 2 weeks. Yeah, I would.
It's in the mail.
Yeah, it checks in the mail.
Yeah.
Checks in the mail. I would definitely get with DJI again because their customer service is pretty good. Every time that I've worked with customer service over at DJI, they've treated me rather well. Dan, same thing with you?
I've been fortunate. I haven't had to use their customer service yet.
Yeah,
Knock
you
on
better
wood.
knock on that 3 or 4 more times because, yes, that's better.
I guess if you're not
I
losing,
might have to take
you're
this
not-
with me every time I go. Thank you, Haley.
Yes.
I love it. Oh, crap.
There you go. And that is one of Haley's coasters that has Droning Veteran on it. And
Nice.
she made that especially for Dan. So thank you, Miss Haley, for making such beautiful coasters. And if you're interested in buying them, again, like I said at the beginning, you can purchase one of those by sending $10 to me using my PayPal link, paypal.me/JJDrones. The other thing that I'm going to mention is the campaign that we started this week, and the campaign has already raised over $100 going towards our $500 goal. So I'm hoping that more people will join that because I would like to up that goal. 500 is basically where I'm starting, and I would definitely like to up that goal throughout the summer. So the more people that
sure.
are willing to donate, you don't have to buy the merchandise on there. If you want to just go in and donate $1, $5, whatever you feel like donating, just click on any of the links on JJDrones360.com/donate. It's super easy, JJDrones360. And if I spelled it right, it'd be even easier. www.jjdrones.com/donate. And then if you click on that link, go to any of the links on that page, it'll bring you to my PayPal site. And you can either donate money for Wreaths Across America. You can buy some items that you're interested in. And we will also take the proceeds of anything that you buy on that website and put it towards Wreaths Across America, because it is my pet project. And I definitely want to raise as much money for them as I possibly can.
For
And,
sure. It's a great organization. But
yes.
I got to step away for a minute. So I'll be right back, and then we can go over the winner. But hey, I got my eyes on you because I'm going to watch the replay, so I got my ears on too. So,
so talk about behind your back as much as possible.
Okay. All right, I'll be back in a second.
Gary says, "Sorry, my warden shut me down. I can only view from my jail cell with Bubba."
Wow.
So Carl is in the chat, says, "Hey, gentlemen and lady, I am really busy tonight. I can't stay and watch. Hopefully you're all doing well." And he is always welcome on the program, but he's always super busy because he is definitely a union worker.
Hold on, I got something to say. I'm Karl Marx, and I approve this message.
That was perfect. Hey, Robert Mack, thank you so much for joining, and I appreciate you being here. And hopefully you're going to be home soon, because you have coasters waiting for you at home. Charles asks, Jason, do you have a schedule when you will be delivering wreaths? I don't, but the day that we deliver wreaths every year, I believe, is December 12th. So I'm going to be collecting donations until Thanksgiving weekend. So that's the schedule as far as the donations go. But as far as delivering wreaths, it's going to be right around December 12th. And Gary says, "I am Karl Marx with the red nose, and I approve this message."
You're
Copycat.
watching JJDrones on YouTube.
Hi, I'm Karl Marx. You're watching JJDrones on YouTube.
I'm Karl Marx, and I approve this message.
That's right. He approves everything that I do, because he is a nice guy.
JJ Johnson for president.
Brian says, if you will use DJI customer service, it's when you will use their customer service. That's absolutely correct. And there's a news story that I saw in the online, and I need to look deeper into it. So I don't have the ability to comment on it right now, but there was a proposal, apparently, by the House of Representatives to ban DJI products here in the U.S. So I still need to look closer into that, but that would be a huge development if that were true. Dan, did you hear anything about that, or did you hear what I said?
I did not hear that for the last part.
Okay, I said that there's an article that I saw online about DJI possibly being banned in the U.S. by the House of Representatives.
Oh, I have not heard that.
It
would not surprise me.
They were trying to work on one because they were claiming that the Chinese was using your information and copying your information, blah blah, and using your stuff or whatever. So, I bet you if we looked into it, there's probably some other drone company out there that some politician's getting paid for, and they want to shut DJI down so that they can sell more drones on their side.
Yeah.
Right.
Maybe Holly Stone, is that was a good one? No?
That would make sense. So,
now, I have seen a couple videos of DJI about crops exploding when they go from like normal to sport mode.
Right, I've seen that too. Gary says GGI sounds like an opportunity, and it sounds like Gary wants to take over DJI here in the U.S. Paul sent me a video. We're gonna see what this is all about.
It's kind of a crash one. It's kind of an interesting conversation, though. If you kind of skip through it real quick, you'll understand.
Okay, so let's let me remove this. And oops, That was Dan that I removed. Sorry, Dan.
Oh.
I didn't mean to do that. All right, so here we go. VTA crash. Who's at fault?
Eric was shaken, some burns on his hand and elbow from the
Oh,
airport.
here, back up a little bit so you can actually see.
So here it
I
is.
just kind of looked up and I saw, oh, hey, there's a bus. Oh, hey, there's a bus.
Oh! Snap!
Eric was shaken, some burns on his hand and elbow from the airbags, not seriously
hang on.
hurt.
Let's go back.
Yeah, check the light.
It looks like
we
that
need to
guy
check
had
the
a green
light.
light.
We
He had
gotta
a
check the light. Oh, I could see that part over and over again.
And too, I just kind of looked up and I saw, oh, hey.
Okay.
Look, green light. Big green
Definitely-
light.
That's definitely green. Not pink.
But
Hey, there's a bus.
okay, so there is a bus leaving the bus terminal, right?
No, it's just a left turn lane.
Oh, that's a left turn lane?
Yeah. If
Okay,
you go
so
to the kind of the end, there's actually a video of the driver inside the bus.
Okay,
And
so
you
we're
Oh,
gonna
hey, there's a bus.
Oh.
Okay, so you said that there is a video
Yeah, if you keep going, you'll see it.
right
There.
here.
So
Okay.
this is one part. This is where they
intersection and that it's safe to proceed.
What about the bus driver's responsibility? Using the California Public Records Act, the I-Team obtained recordings from the VTA of the bus's 8 cameras. You see the bus stopped at the
Here,
intersection.
watch.
2 cars
Okay.
pull away. Before he even hits
Right.
that limit
Green,
line, the
green,
light
green,
turns
green.
yellow.
Oh, yellow.
I counted. The
Yep.
bus had more than 40 feet to hit the brakes and stop, but it
It's
continues
yellow
through.
right there. And he
The
just ran
California
through.
Driver Handbook says when you see the yellow traffic signal light, stop.
Paul?
Yes.
Paul,
Yes.
read that statement.
When you see a yellow traffic light, go faster if you can do so safely. I mean, stop if you can do.
Yeah, I just wanted you to read that because you don't do that
Stop
ever.
if you can do so safely. If
course
you
not.
cannot stop safely, cross the intersection cautiously.
Okay,
Didn't that
so we saw at the beginning of this video that bus right about okay. This is
Yeah.
green.
Oh, there you go. There's a good shot of it right there.
The bus is right here.
He's still
that
like
bu-
going through. Yeah.
Yeah, that bus had more than enough time to stop because it's not like this turns instantaneously green.
And that's
Oh,
a
there's the
big
pause.
intersection too. That is a huge intersection.
his video?
Okay, so right here the light is red, okay?
Yep.
The bus is right here.
He's already passed the white line.
Does
Like, he's already.
Right
See,
there is
yep.
where the green that is right at the moment the light turns green.
Yep.
That bus had plenty of time to stop.
Now, if you're doing that and you're a truck driver and you're actually blowing that, you're gonna look. Now, go skip all the way almost to the end. They'll show the driver better. Right. Okay. Back up.
Right
Wait,
right about here, right?
Somewhere there, they show the driver just like doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. You know, it's just like not even paying attention practically.
All
Or
right.
maybe it's in the middle there.
It had to be in it, right here.
There. Actually,
Right
if you listen to what the driver says. Actually, go back to the driver makes a call on their little phone in there.
Right. Okay, so here we go.
He says Kanoi, with that green light, was lawfully in the intersection.
You have to yield to the cross traffic that has the green.
The bus driver did not return my calls, texts, and email for comment.
Because the bus driver can't.
After
There.
the crash, he called the VTA office and blamed Eric Kanoi.
I was making a left-hand turn. But the other guy just went to the light.
Yeah, because
Officials
it
of
was
the
green.
VTA declined an interview and sent me an email. There is the potential for litigation, and
Yes.
therefore we reserve comment. The safety of those traveling on or around our system is VTA's top priority.
No, it is
There
not.
is a lesson here for anyone who drives.
Just because a signal's green doesn't always mean that you can just go through it. You still
Right.
have to take that moment to make sure that it's safe to do so.
Yeah,
In a
that
way, Homie
that
probably
is
wasn't
infuriating.
paying attention.
That is infuriating.
Yep. But homie wasn't paying attention though, because if you think about it, if you're like, oh, the light's gonna, light turn green. I mean, unless you're like this, how do you not see like the bus is pretty big, and it's like
the bus is big
in here, like
he does.
I mean, legally the bus was wrong.
Yes.
Well, in California,
he was.
If you pull into the intersection, and if some like, that's why if you watch the whole video later, listen to what the officer, the one in the middle, says. Technically, he could be at fault because he didn't like yield to the people in the. It doesn't matter if it's red or not. He should have yielded to the car in the intersection, the bus.
Right. Yeah. And
kind
that's
of a very technical.
That's kind of BS.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Charles wants to know, that was his question.
run
How
a
do you
red
not
light.
see the truck? The bus is big and it takes a while to clear traffic. But again, the bus had plenty of time to stop before it merged through. They were trying to run the red light. That's what they were doing.
You notice I think he was a service guy.
Oh yeah.
For him. He wasn't like a normal bus driver. He was a service dude.
So we've got 3.5 minutes left in the show, and I just want to reveal the choice of the high schoolers in the driver's ed class, and the choice of the driver's ed class to add
one vote
to.
for it.
Yep. So this is going to add to all the votes that have already been done. So the driver's ed class voted for number 3. Number 3. So Dan, add that to your totals.
So if we do that, we have a tie.
Oh, so we have a tie.
What
I have a
see.
tie around here somewhere. Like, go get a tie.
Well, you better hurry up. Cinch it up tight.
Yeah.
So what do we have a tie between?
Number 3 and number 12.
Ooh. And you have my vote for number 12, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I vote for 10.
So should we flip the coin?
Flip.
Well, we could flip a coin.
I've got a coin right here. I'd rather have something bigger than a dime.
Yes, Cheesehead. That is Tommy, California.
All right, I've got a quarter right here.
Silicon
So heads is going to be, and then Ryan, is this a heads and tails regular quarter?
That is, in fact, a quarter with a head and a tail.
Okay, could you hear that?
Well,
Okay.
It has a head and a tail.
Gotta make sure this magic trick isn't fake.
That's right. Well, this is serious stuff, right, Dan? This is the
Yes, it
quarterfinals.
The quarterfinals.
Hey, Jason and Angela, thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate you being here. All right, so this is going to be for the winner of the quarterfinal round. And what was the winner?
That would be a head.
That would be a head, so that would be number 3.
I always wanted to get a head too, so but whatever.
Number 3
Keep
it is.
behind.
Number 3 won, so Oh, wait. There is Cheesehead Media, before the coin was tossed, and I didn't see it, said that he changed his vote to number 12. Ooh.
Wait, did you already give away the information though, and say that it was between 12 and 3 was tied?
Yes.
That wasn't there before he said that though. So that's sorry,
So we have to turn it to Dan. Dan is the judge in this. Dan, how do we proceed?
I'd be biased. Oh crap! I can't go that far back.
You know what? It's called participation trophy. It's okay. Everybody wins. It's fine. There's no winners and no losers. Everybody's okay. You're safe. It's okay.
Okay, so we need to know, is it 3 or 12, Dan?
Well, I was trying to see if I could find Cheesehead's vote from before.
Oh, yeah, that would be going way, way back. That was like at the beginning of the program.
I know. I found he went for number 5, so that one was number 5.
Number 5.
Because that would mean, well, but if he takes it away, that it's number 3 for 12 and number 2 votes for number 3.
So,
I
so
mean, it's your call, but I like number 12.
Okay. Number 12 it is. So, congratulations, number 12.
Number 12!
Number 12 is the winner of the quarterfinals through a change of the vote by Brian at Cheesehead Media. So the kids didn't get it right. They almost got it right by the flip of a coin.
The flip of a coin. You know.
Oh,
I mean,
but
don't get me wrong. Number 12. I mean, number 3 was a good one.
It was.
But number 12, it hit a personal spot for me because.
Well, number 12, it was just
my
dangerous.
wife was driving that car, and it
Yes.
was irresponsible of that driver.
Well, I appreciate Dan and the man's man being on the program today. Thank you both so much. I appreciate you being here. I'm going to put you guys backstage, and we will say our goodbyes afterwards. Thank you, everybody, for coming in today. It was an interesting show. I hate to put this. I mean, it is my show, but I still hate to make the show all about me. But I just wanted to let y'all know that I was okay. That I did have a little trip to the emergency room, but everything turned out to be perfectly okay. I thank you all for coming in tonight, and I appreciate every single one of you, especially those of you that are here week in and week out. I really can't do this show without all of you and all of your support. Go ahead and go out there and visit JJDrones360.com/donate. Help out the Rees Across America by donating some money for the Rees or purchase some items off the website. I would greatly appreciate that. Anybody that would like to order out some of Haley's coasters, you can do that as well. But the biggest thing is I just want to thank everybody for your love and your support. And I appreciate all of you for being along this ride with me. And we'll see you later on down the road. Bye, everybody.